missed a shot. I had the answer, then forgot. I knew one day my...
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. But back deep, Deontay Johnson. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt. 3 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Love. Buying time to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Love from the gun. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he spins through, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Bulldozes past him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 5-3 their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team. I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Love looking to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a give to Gibson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A gain of a yard makes it Love from the gun on third down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Play action this time with Love. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Love now. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On play action, Love to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Derwin James with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. First down, going to the air with Love. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Love. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Baron Browning in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Love. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got Jordan complete right side. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw now, here's Love. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Love. And that's caught inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. First and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Love. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. McPherson on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again with Gibson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Love. Being chased, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's a give to Dobbins. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
McPherson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start in the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he wisely will throw that one away. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Now here's Johnson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of zone brings up 3rd down and 11.
Love looking to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.